Imagine this. You're on a battlefield, moments away from the biggest, most brutal war of your time. You turn to your guide, who happens to be a god in disguise, and you ask to see his true form. And what you get is everything. All of creation, all of destruction, all at once. We're diving into one of the most powerful, mind-bending moments in the Bhagavad Gita.
But before we go any further, I want you to really think about that. What would you do? You get to see what's coming, but it's not good news. It's horrifying, and it involves everyone you love and everyone you're about to fight. That's the exact position Arjuna finds himself in, and it's the heart of this whole cosmic revelation.
All right, so here's where it all begins. The curtain gets pulled back. The warrior Arjuna is given a special divine sight, and suddenly he sees his friend Krishna, not as a man, but as the entire universe, all crammed into one single unbelievable form. At first, Arjuna is just floored, pure awe. He's seeing something that has no beginning and no end, something totally beyond time. But listen to his words, scorching this entire universe. This isn't just a pretty picture. It's an energy so powerful, so intense, it's almost too much to bear.
I mean, just try to picture what he's describing. This form has infinite power. Everywhere he looks, there are more arms, more mouth, more eyes. It's so huge, it touches the sky, it's blazing like 1,000 suns, and it's shimmering with every color you can possibly imagine. This is not a sight meant for human eyes. And this is where things take a very sharp turn. That initial sense of wonder and amazement, it just evaporates, and it's replaced by pure, gut-wrenching terror as the true nature of this vision starts to sink in.
You see, the vision has two sides to it. On the one hand, yeah, it's magnificent, wondrous, filling up all of space. But on the other hand, it is absolutely terrifying. It has horrible, jagged teeth and mouths that look like the cosmic fire that ends all of creation. Its beauty and its terror are the exact same thing.
And this feeling, this terror, it's not just Arjuna's problem. The text is very clear on this. All three worlds, that's heaven, earth, and the realms below, are trembling with fear. No one and nowhere is safe from this overwhelming sight.
And we're not talking about some vague sense of dread here. Demigods are literally seen flying into this form. Wise sages are desperately chanting for peace. Even the most powerful beings, the gods and the demons, the Rudras and the Asuras, are all completely stunned, just staring in disbelief. And as for Arjuna, he flat out says he's lost all sense of peace. He's completely undone. Now, just when you think it can't get any more intense, the vision zooms in. It gets deeply, deeply personal. It stops being about the whole cosmos and becomes about this one specific battle. And this is the part that truly breaks Arjuna. And here's the gut punch. Arjuna watches in horror as he sees everyone on that battlefield. His friends, his teachers, his cousins, his enemies, all of them just helplessly streaming into those fiery mouths of the universal form. He's watching their fate play out right in front of him. And the vision doesn't spare him any details. He sees Bhishma, the grandfather he loves. He sees Drona, the teacher who taught him everything. He sees his great rival, Karna. He sees them all being devoured, some of them with their heads being crushed into powder between those terrible teeth. To try and make sense of this, the text gives us this incredible analogy. Their fate is as inevitable as rivers flowing into the ocean. You can't stop it. You can't divert it. It's just the natural course of things, a force of nature. And if that wasn't clear enough, there's a second analogy, and this one is even more chilling. They're like moths flying straight into a fire. They're not being dragged against their will. They are actively, irresistibly drawn to their own destruction. They're rushing toward their end. So, at this point, Arjuna has had enough. He is completely broken by what he's seen. This vision of destiny, of the end of everyone he knows, is just too much. He can't take it anymore, and he demands an answer. You can just feel the desperation in his voice. Tell me, who are you? He's begging. What is your purpose? I don't get it. He's no longer a confident warrior. He's just a terrified man staring into the abyss, pleading for it to make sense. And then there's a pause. And in that quiet moment, Krishna prepares to give the answer. The one single line that explains everything. And it's the philosophical heart of this entire chapter.
And there it is, the knockout punch. Krishna reveals his identity. I am time, he says, Kala, the great destroyer of worlds. And my mission, my purpose for being here, to annihilate all people. It's that simple and that terrifying. Now, this is so crucial to understand. When he says he is time, he doesn't mean the ticking of a clock. In this context, time is an active, hungry, all-consuming force. It's the ultimate power that dissolves everything back into nothingness. Arjuna isn't just seeing a god, he's seeing destruction itself. So, what do you do with that information? Knowing that you're facing the embodiment of time, the destroyer. Well, this revelation completely changes the game for Arjuna. It reframes his duty, his role, and his entire understanding of the war. Then Krishna drops another bombshell. He tells Arjuna, look, all these warriors you're worried about killing, they have already been slain. By me, by time. In other words, on a cosmic scale, the battle is already over. The outcome is set. So what's left for Arjuna to do? Krishna's instruction is simple. Get up, fight, and just be an instrument. He's not the cause of their death. He's simply the tool through which a plan that was written long ago is finally going to be carried out. This idea, nimitta matram, is a total game changer for Arjuna. It frees him from the crushing weight of guilt he feels about killing his family and teachers. Sure, his arrow will be the apparent cause, but the true cause is destiny. It's time itself. And you can literally see Arjuna's transformation right there in the text. He goes from being so terrified he can barely speak, to accepting that what he's seeing is just and right, and finally to offering praise. He finally understands. He's not just seeing a god, he's seeing the source of reality itself. And that leaves us with the massive question that is echoed down through the centuries right from this chapter. If our fate is already decided, then what's the point of anything we do? What is the purpose of our struggle, our choices, our actions, in the face of a destiny that's already written? That's the challenge the Gita leaves us with.